Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. But wait, it's college football, and today is a college football video. But the first big Saturday going into the college season, we have a couple games that I would like to highlight for you guys. And if you are a fan of college football, and not just a fan of New York Giants football, but also a fan of college football, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and I will drop some of these videos hopefully every week going into these certain games and highlighting players, as well as some good games or the games that I'll be watching for that week. So without further ado, let's jump right into this list of games. And right off the bat, the first game is going to be Notre Dame versus Ohio State for obvious reasons. CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud could possibly be the first overall pick in the NFL draft in 2023. And he is opening his season against a good team. Great team, good team, a top 5 team. Let's leave it at that with Notre Dame. And I think this is a very good test for CJ Stroud. I'm pretty sure half of the NFL will be in the building as far as scouts and GMs there to see this game for both sides, Ohio State and Notre Dame. There's players littered all over the place for these guys. But again, that main focus is going to be on CJ Stroud. So that's the first game. The second game is going to be Utah versus Florida. And pretty much the same reason why I highlighted the first game is about the quarterback, Anthony Richardson. Now, Anthony Richardson, quarterback for the Florida Gators, this is his first full season being the starter, if he stays healthy. And he, too, is a possible first-round pick at quarterback in next year's NFL draft if he decides to come out. Also, if he has a strong season this year. So comparing C.J. Stroud to Anthony Richardson, you really can't do that because Anthony Richardson, like I said, this is his first year starting. He shows a lot of potential, but he has to put it out on the field. So I'm happy to see this game against Utah. Utah is a top team, and they're also pretty much favored in this game. So you want to see Anthony Richardson as a quarterback. We saw all the highlights last year, him running the ball, but he has a cannon. Now, can he put it all together? Can he get the right coaching? Can they coach this kid up to be good or to be great and turn around this Florida program? I think they can. But again, this week against Utah is a tough test for Anthony Richardson, but I'm all here for that, and I can't wait to see this game. The next game I want to talk about is just a classic college football game. You have LSU versus Florida State. Now, LSU has a new coach in Brian Kelly. And a couple of highlighted players too, possibly the best cornerback in college football with Eli Ricks. Now they're going against Florida State. It's a program that's been teetering, has a rich history, but as of late has not been able to get over the hump. And we'll see what happens with this Florida State team. Can they turn it around? Could this be a year for them? I don't know. But as a week 1 game, Florida State versus LSU, I'm all here for that, and we'll see what happens in that game. And then the last game I wanted to focus on is going to be the Georgia Bulldogs versus Oregon. Now, Georgia, the defending national champions, their defense was picked apart by the NFL draft. I don't even know who's left. That's a joke. But Georgia is always retooling, and it's always the next guy up, and they always seem to have a plethora of talent, at that school. Now, going against Oregon, Georgia's heavily favored, rightfully so. Oregon does have a transfer quarterback there, Bo Nix, who's familiar with the SEC, being that he played at Auburn, and he gets to see these Bulldogs, and he's the first test for this Georgia Bulldogs defense, and I can't wait to see it. Georgia's also returning their quarterback, Stetson, and I just want to see, what goes on. This is a game that everybody pretty much is picking Georgia to win, me as well. So we'll just see what happens there. But again, I'm watching that game simply to see what this Georgia defense looks like, being that all those guys left for the NFL. So those are going to be my 4 games, and I'll list them again. I have Georgia versus Oregon, I have Florida versus Utah, Ohio State versus Notre Dame, and then lastly LSU versus Florida State. Now, I do have some players that I want to spotlight, and this week it seems like it's just going to be a QB watch. And I'll just name these players and the teams that they're going against. So obviously, number 1 is going to be CJ Stroud going against Notre Dame. Next, we have Kentucky quarterback Will Levis. He'll be going against University of Miami, Ohio. After that, we have Kedon Slavis, quarterback from USC. They'll be going against Rice. Again, Anthony Richardson, quarterback for Florida, going against Utah. And lastly, Cam Ward versus Idaho. Now, Cam Ward is a quarterback for Washington State University. Now, this is a guy that might be under the radar for those that haven't heard his name before. This guy is immensely talented. This is his first time in a D1 program, the Pac-12 program, and this is the first time we really get to see this guy. Now, he had a great preseason, if you want to call it that. You know how they call it in college football, a good spring. He had a good spring. He showed a lot, and I'm definitely going to be all eyes for Cam Ward and watching his Washington State University, because he can sneak into that first round next year if he decides to come out, depending on his development, depending on how he looks this year. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did. So that'd be those list of quarterbacks. Again, let me run it down the list: C.J. Stroud, Will Levis, Kadon Slavis, Anthony Richardson, and then Cam Ward. So again, this is just a quick video of the games that I'll be watching this weekend, some of the players that I'll be watching as well. If you like this style of video, please let me know in the comments down below, and please like, comment, and subscribe for my Giants Nation people. If you like these videos as well, me breaking it down a little bit of college football, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I'll keep these things coming. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But again, I want to thank you guys for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation, and college football fans. Let's go.